Greetings everyone, EgyptianViking here. This is the 5th turn in the Grand Campaign Hotseat playing as Portugal. Let's begin. First off, we got some trade rights offered from England and I will gladly accept. I need every little bit of income I can get my hands on. As you could see from the pictures, I lost pretty much everything I had. So my faction heir and my faction leader are both dead. And all of my armies are dead. And my whole faction is pretty much dead as well. There is no way I can defend Lisbon with just this. So I need to find another way to survive. I still have no money. And to guarantee that Lisbon survives, I need to recruit more troops, which I cannot afford. And only one of my spies can reach to Lisbon, so I need to recruit at least another spy to be sure that he can't open the gates. Here in the east I have this little force here, and it looks as if my only chance of surviving this turn is to take another region. So I have no other choice but to survive, and for me to survive I need to go to war with France and do a forced drawout on Toulouse. Desperate times call for desperate measures, so I will have to do this. I will not give up. This is a fairly easy battle. They have 2 archers and 1 mailed knight, and I have 2 mailed knights. So my plan here is to try to take out the archers if I can, and also try to surround their mailed knights. I sent a peace offer to Spain last turn, asking him to help me with the Moors, but he never responded. So it seems that I will have to fight 3 factions now: Spain, the Moors and France. So yeah, wish me good luck because I really need it. I think that France is gonna be very pissed about me taking Toulouse like this. But that's my only option this turn, so I cannot think much about it, I just had to do it. Otherwise I will die when I press the end turn button, because they will most likely kill me before my next turn is up. It's a little bit tricky this one, because I cannot kill 85% or more of the army, because if I do then the army will get destroyed. And if the army gets destroyed then there's nothing left of the army, and if there's nothing left of the army then I cannot make a forced drawout on Toulouse. So I want to kill as many as possible, but I cannot kill 85% or more. And there I won the battle. A clear victory with 80% kill. So we're good on that front. And the best thing about this is that we also spawn another general. So I now have 2 family members instead of only 1. I now need to lift the siege of Toulouse so that the garrison in Toulouse can assist the other army in battle. And this time I need to kill all of them, or at least 85%. Otherwise I cannot take Toulouse. And remember that that's 85% of each army. So I cannot really rely on the counter as I did before, because that counter only shows the army as a whole unit. I need to kill 85% of each army separately. So I really need to try to kill as many as possible, because otherwise I will have to replay until I get a victory I want. First I wanna kill these archers so they don't bother me anymore during the rest of the battle. When fighting an enemy army I always tend to do the same thing. I tend to first kill off their archers and cavalry, and then lastly I will focus on the infantry. That's because the cavalry and archers are the most dangerous pieces on the board, I would say. An army without cavalry has no movability, so if you kill off their cavalry then you are the one making all the decisions whether to fight or not. And of course, if they have archers then they can always camp, so you need to kill off their archers as well. And if they only have infantry left then you have pretty much won the battle, unless you have like 5 horses and they have 500 infantry. So what they have is 1 unit of archers, 1 unit of sergeant spearmen, 1 unit of mailed knights and 1 general's bodyguard. And I really want to kill those archers first, but the whole army is right next to them and I cannot really get to them, so what I want to try to do is to lure the archers away so that I can kill them off and then focus on the cavalry and lastly the infantry. I will use my general's bodyguard to keep the enemy army occupied while I charge at their archers with my 2 mailed knights. The plan seems to work, but I really need to get out of there before the enemy cavalry arrives. Will I make it? Ah, no, I did not. And now I am forced to engage in a melee with their cavalry. And I really need my cavalry alive, so this is really disastrous for me. So I need to charge in with my general's bodyguard as fast as I can. The enemy are quick to react and now their general's bodyguard is coming, so I am forced to retreat from this battle, unfortunately. I cannot hope to win over the general if I fight him now. I need to make him run around a little bit, make him tired, so that I will even the odds before I finally engage him. A few of my mailed knights are away, distracting their general, so I will take this opportunity to my advantage and surround the remaining mailed knights, so I can charge them from both sides with my mailed knights and my general. There's a lot of running around and regrouping at the moment, so I will come back to you once I have made a jump cut and the battle continues. I have now killed 2 of their units completely, but I still have their general's bodyguard and their spearmen to worry about, and I only have 29 horses left, and only 13 of them are in my bodyguard's unit. So this is a really difficult situation. How will I approach this? Well, I need to try to isolate the enemy army as much as I can, and I also need to try to exhaust the enemy cavalry as much as I can. The enemy spearmen are currently very far away, so I will try to go in for a charge on their general. I will try to surround him completely from all sides with my cav. It is a really close battle, but I actually managed to kill his general, and that makes his other horses run away. So I was successful in assaulting his general, and now he's only got the spearmen left. The battle is still quite tricky to win, because I cannot make these spearmen rout. If too many of them run away, then I won't be able to take the city. I need to kill this unit completely, or almost completely, if I want to be sure to win. But everything worked out and I won the battle. I could have done a little bit better, I must say, but it was a tricky battle and I still won it, so I'm happy with that. The city is mine for the taking, and I exactly have enough movement to conquer the city. I will sack it because I really need the money and I want to stabilize that public order as well.
Yes? Yes! Close in for battle! The day is ours! The enemy are beaten! Name thy enemy, Lord!
This right here is a very stupid move. This commentary is added after the video was done, so I know what will happen. I can say this, that I should have actually built a brothel. I did at first, but then I cancelled the construction queue. And that's because I wanted to recruit another spy in Lisbon, and I also wanted to recruit an infantry unit there as well, in the small hope that I could save Lisbon from being taken. But as I said, this is a big mistake on my part, and I will have to pay for that later on.
Yes, my lord.
Other than that, I just wanna move around some ships, a spy and another ship. And I wanna thank you all for watching, even though I rarely upload anything. But I can say this, that the next part will be up shortly, because I have already recorded it and edited it, so it's ready for being uploaded, so I will do that in a few days. As for the South Europe Hotseat, we have had a very long break between turns, so I'm not really sure when I will upload my next part. It will probably take a while, but I will of course do it at one point, so you can just stick around for that. I will see you next time, bye.